Hi guys, good morning. Stu Hill here from CHEM.digital. Just doing some frequently asked questions. Today we're looking at the difference between the free IDX tool that your MLS board might provide you with, such as, let's say, CRMLS in Southern California, and the IDX tools or tool set that's provided by companies such as iHomefinder, ShowcaseIDX, IDX Broker, Diverse Solutions, to name a few of the top companies, the big four that we work with. We've worked with iHomefinder for 15 years. Our account rep there, Art Gonzalez, he's great. Would certainly, if you have any questions regarding the iHomefinder solution, reach out to Art. The toolset provided by your MLS board is literally just a search tool. So there aren't any lead capture, there isn't any branding, there isn't any drip email follow-up, you can't forward leads into a CRM system. It is just a search form that can be embedded in your website. And by embedded, this is done through what we call an iframe, where the search tool isn't actually, you're using it within your website, but it's not actually a part of your website. So there's zero SEO benefit. There's no lead generation. There's no lead because there's no lead capture mechanism in there. There's no way to forward contacts. There's no way to your CRM system. There's no way to see what anybody's been searching for there. So it's literally just all it does is gives a client the ability to perform a search. I would say possibly a little better than just sending them to Zillow or Realtor.com to go and search for leads. I think the only difference there is your logo could still be on the top of the website, and the lead capture that is taking place on Zillow or Realtor.com isn't going to put them in front of other agents. Now, that being said, you don't know that this client's been to your website or not. And we have a client in Chicago that specializes in condos, and he does really well on the SEO front. So he's got tons of 1,000 pages on his website that he's built out. Homes for sale in Chicago or condos for sale in Chicago, that might get you 250,000 searches per month performed. However, if you build out 1,000 pages that have 1,000 searches a month performed, then your net result is the same. And also the people that are searching are looking for something more specific. So the quality of the leads is generally better. It gets you to the same place, but going hyper local, which is another question I'm answering this morning, it severely increases your chances of ranking well within that market. So if you can, rather than doing a website that covers all counties, you would be much better served if you focused on a website that serves one city and building out search pages for every single neighborhood within that city. So today I'm going to walk you through what is on a free IDX tool, such as the one provided by CRMLS, which is the California Regional MLS in Southern California. They have about 100,000+ members. It's the biggest MLS in California. And we'll look at the tool set they provide in comparison to what you get from one of the IDX vendors that have the tool sets on top. So let's dive in. Hey guys, okay, let's dig into this IDX provided by your MLS association versus IDX toolkit or IDX services provided by an IDX vendor. So the free version versus the paid version and the differences between the two. We'll start with a client's website of ours. This has the free IDX provided by CRMLS, the California Regional MLS, which is in Southern California, and the biggest MLS in California. Now, this is the toolkit. So website looks similar to anything else we might design. This is in comparison to an IDX website with an IDX vendor. So simply click Find a Home, right? That's going to take you to the IDX search form. Now, this is the free IDX tool, and all it allows for is a search. Now, you'll notice here that there's an inner scroll bar as well as the outer one. And the reason for this is that this is what's known as an iframe. So this content isn't actually on this website. This is a portal. So there is a frame here, right? There's an outlined, and this you can simply reload just the frame here. It's going to reload just the content in this area. It's like bringing a website up within a website. Now, you can use it, right? So we can do a quick search here. It's not my favorite search form either. Cities. Okay, there we go. So let's just try Agora Hills. Right, you can select minimum price, maximum price, all that stuff. That would take a second for somebody to find. And I'm going to click search. And within the frame, you can see it hasn't reloaded the website. It's just going to reload this frame here, hopefully. Okay, it's coming back. There we go. So within the frame, we've got the properties that are for sale within that area. I can click again, it's highlighted that frame here, so I can click on one of them and it'll show me the details. Now, granted, we could do a little bit more with this. We could make this go the full width of the screen. Problem is, because we're looking at a website within a website, the listings aren't actually on this website, right? It's just like watching TV. Whatever is going on in the TV is not actually in your room. What that means is that when somebody's on Google and they do a search for Connell Realty, they'll come up with Connell Realty. This website talks about Connell Realty. That's the topic, right? What this website does not have on it are any properties, any of the 100,000 listings that are on CRMLS at any given time. All of these references to Agora Hills, all of these references to real estate, all of the keywords that are associated with that page, none of that stuff is on this website. Because it's also framed in, the owner of this website will never know who's been on there, what searches for properties they've done, what properties they've looked at, or anything else. Now, if we compare that to this website here, so this agent's in Dallas, right? We've gone hyperlocal on this one, and we've broken down into cities, right? A few cities, and then every neighborhood within there. Now, let's take, for example, homes for sale in Dallas, right? You're not going to get if somebody's searching for, let's say, Connell Realty, right? They're going to find Connell Realty, but leads don't come from people that you already know. That's a relationship thing. That's a CRM thing. That's a follow-up after the fact thing. Let's talk about people we don't know, right? You want you are investing in the website. You want to grow your brand within your market, increase market share. That comes by taking over your share of the search engine result pages, that SERPs, as they are called, SERPs, search engine results pages. So homes for sale in Dallas, quick search that I've done here, dominated by the portals, Zillow, Realtor, Trulia, Sotheby's. Okay, then we go into Redfin, etc., etc. These guys, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, between them, they've spent hundreds of millions of dollars figuring out how a real estate website needs to look and function in order to generate leads. They're massive. They're nationwide. They are going to dominate the search results, as you know, in every market. Homes for sale in Dallas, 101 million results. Everybody's competing for that keyword. Okay, one thing that's a little different. Okay, when you go hyperlocal within Dallas. Right, we've got neighborhoods. So you do the master community, and then you slip down into different neighborhoods. So I've picked one here, Oak Cliff. Homes for sale in Oak Cliff, Texas, homes for sale in Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas. You can see some popular results. When you start typing things into Google, it gives you these popular results here that are related. Okay, Realtor.com, big portal, lead gen. Okay, they've got that covered. Trulia, here is our site, right? So this is homes for sale in Oak Cliff, Texas, number 3, right? High probability, being that it's not a portal, and right in the middle of the screen. Now, if you also did pay-per-click, you could have an ad, and this is one thing that the portals don't do. You could also have the sponsored ad up here. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Another community, Kessler Park, right? Homes for sale in Park Cities, right? Right here, number 3. Again, if there was a paid ad at the top, PPC or Google Ads, you could place here with an ad with a phone number and whatever you want it to say, and then also further down the list. So there's the potential to place in multiple locations on the same page. Now, the way that you come across the way that we're ranking for these pages are the homes for sale. Basically creating one page for each one of these. In a previous video earlier today, I described how homes for sale in Dallas gets 25,000 searches per month. It turned out for that exact phrase, it's a little less than that, but it's still about 19,000 searches a month done for that key phrase. You could build out every community and combinations thereof, here, such as modern homes in Park Cities, new homes in Park Cities, newest listings. So you can break down in a pyramid, right, from the very top of your website to further down the page. You can break down your communities, starting at the top level, Dallas, etc., go into each one of the neighborhoods within there, and then go into different types of home, waterfront, horse property, etc. And that is how you rank on Google, by going hyper-local and creating these detail pages rather than going for these master keywords such as homes for sale in Dallas, Texas, that you're just not going to rank for. This can't be done with your free MLS. So remember, this free MLS gives you free IDX. This free IDX gets you the ability for somebody to do a quick search on the website. You can't drop, and in each one of these pages, it's all listing centric. Dallas, 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 Dallas. This keyword is repeated over and over again. These listings are on the website. All of the details related to each one of the detail pages, they have keywords, description, all of this word Dallas, 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 schedule a tour, ask a question. All of this stuff comes to you. On the free MLS, none of that. They get to search a house, end of story. There's a toss-up that the difference between paying $0 and paying $50 to $100 a month for IDX service, but if you're talking $1 million what you're talking 20,000 in commission, you're talking 15,000 after paying your broker. You need to close one property, in 5 years for this to pay itself back. If you're getting found in the Google search results like this, it's really a no-brainer. It's branding wise, it's a much better experience for the customer. You can see exactly what they've been looking at. You can see everything that I've clicked on here with the free tool from your IDX, free IDX tool from your MLS. You don't get any of that stuff. If you've got questions related to the IDX part of things, we work with all the big 4 companies: iHomefinder, Top Producer, not Top Producer, iHomefinder, ShowcaseIDX, IDX Broker, Diverse Solutions, to name the 4 big ones. Art over at iHomefinder, Art Gonzalez, is our account rep. He's amazing. He can explain in great detail all of the things that are important to you when it comes to IDX, the way that you can set things up and answer tons of questions. Feel free to give him a call or schedule a consultation with me. Use the form below. we can discuss kind of what you've got, what your needs and goals are. But certainly when it comes to IDX, you've got to go through one of the vendors for their tool sets. These free IDX tools, they just don't cut it. They're not doing anything for your marketing. If you're investing in the website, you're going to get no leads from it. I use an example over and over again with a client that we have in Chicago. He was getting about 110,000 hits a month to his website because he's built out. He sells condos and townhomes. He's built out a page for every condo, co-op, and whatever other kind of building you can think of within Chicago. He gets tons of traffic to the website. Out of 110,000 hits a month, he was literally getting 30 leads. If you don't ask, you don't get. So we turned on lead capture on his website and implemented that set of tools. He went from 30 to 3,000 leads per month, which was phenomenal. And then obviously you got to get into CRM and how do you follow up with all of these leads and manage that. But great problem to have. Once again, any questions, fill out the form below, schedule a free consultation with me, happy to help, or call over to iHomefinder, talk to Art Gonzalez. He can answer any questions specific to the IDX or give you a run-through / demo of the iHomefinder solution. Not that we wouldn't be happy to as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you soon.